Alola! I'm the official name rater. My job is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames provided by the internet, and then give my recommendations at the end. Today we're. Oh, wait. Holy hell, there's actually. It shows the thing. It shows it. It doesn't keep scrolling. It says, nah, man, there's 2 pages. Fuck this shit. That's actually the first page of Google. And at the end of the episode, after I contemplate life, I talk about my personal recommendations. I always think it's interesting to stumble across other nickname-based YouTube channels. Hold on, what was this? May of 2022, huh? Trying to steal my thunder, kid? I know where you have your YouTube channel located. Honestly, I actually want there to be a point where there's spin-offs to this channel, but for foreign languages. That's an actual goal I have. That's what I want other people to do. Alright, we're actually starting off pretty strong, because a reminder, when I was doing the my Alola research originally, it was in 2019. These are 2022, or 2020, so it's brand new. Deadweight's a nice pun. I like that. Like, that's clever, because, you know, you dead, and then anchor, like, well done. And then Keelhaul, that's in reference to Paper Mario, you're the 1,000-year door, Keelhaul Key. I'm fine with that too. Those are both pretty good. I literally only thought to search this just because he put it in italics. I'm like, okay, I guess it's something special. World of Warcraft. Again, I don't World of Warcraft, so I wouldn't have known that, but just in case, just in case you're one of those WoW nerds, there's an option for you. You can tell me how good of an AE you think it is. Positive, this patchy is for Patchy the Pirate. I don't particularly care for it. Roger, I'm going to acknowledge because I have Jolly Roger written down, and you know, that's kind of the thing, like, that's there, so it's close enough. But Jolly Roger, you're gonna know Jolly Roger Bay from Mario 64, Jolly Roger Lagoon for Banjo-Tooie, or just Jolly as a Roger, and the expression Jolly Roger, which is real, which is what they took those inspirations from. Typical pirate shit. So, yeah. We're going leaps and bounds on some of this shit. So, we'll talk about Sinister Ship of Titanic. I don't know this. I admittedly have not watched Titanic, so I'm just leaving that one alone. Eugene. And I was like, bitch, the fuck? Oh, Mr. Krabs? Yeah, Eugene's still not a... First off, Eugene's just any name of any stupid asshole ever. Okay? SpongeBob names generally don't work. Barbarossa, which honestly, I thought they were trying to go for like Barbossa. You know, like the Black Pearl and Pirates of the Caribbean. And they're like, yeah, you know, we're just talking about this random guy. Deborah, Debris. The fuck? Who's gonna draw this connection? This is some Tumblr idiot type shit right here. Dinglehopper, that's great if it was a fork Pokemon. It's not a fork, it's an anchor. And the sunken ship. Like, I don't know, I feel like some of it's kind of seaweed. That's probably the most relevant thing we've seen so far, because it at least has seaweed on it. It's not covered in fork. It's not covered in redhead Italian men. It's not a crab. Davy Jones, like, that, to me, that was a thing I remember from when I did the search before. That's fine, typical pirate theming, and, you know, Davy Jones' soccer also appears in Banjo-Tooie and Pirates of the Caribbean and stuff like that, so it's, you get it. It's an easy connection to draw. Stern, that's at least boat-related, where the anchor would be located, so it's like, that's fine. Some of this shit's just out of fucking left field, and very uncharacteristic of this name raider. Cortez, outside of being Ghost Pirate from, you know, 1,000-Year Door, is also just actual guy. But sure, here's his artwork if you want to see him. We got some more 1,000-Year Door. I personally think I'd side with Keelhaul above Cortez, but it's fine. Hell, Titanic at least is gonna work just as well as Luso, whatever the fuck. Okay, I saw this. I immediately thought of Captain Black Eye from Banjo-Kazooie, or what the original game was meant to be. It was about a boy named Edwin and some pirates and stuff. So, you know, kind of surprised we haven't seen Black Eye as a name before. Maybe for good reason, but we could probably fit Captain Black Eye if you put C-A-P-T. Would I recommend it? No, not really, but just that's what this made me think of. Anchor Arms is at least going to be a better choice than Eugene or Mr. Krabs. Do I still care for it? No, not particularly. But I understand it much better. And I think most people will too. I don't particularly care for Watery Grave, but that's not a bad idea. And then also with Rust Bucket, that brings in Rusty Bucket. which now I understand why it's called that, Rusty Bucket Bay, because of Rust Bucket. So I guess those are, I don't know, just talking about them. A lot of butts on screen. Okay, so we can acknowledge Blackbeard for pirate theme. And then Hook kind of brings in Captain Hook. I don't want to do that. But the one also that caught me, because I noticed as a comment suggestion, is they're talking about Flying Dutchman. But since Flying Dutchman can't fit, so just the Dutchman. Because this right here is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 characters. Just a reminder, count how many fucking characters you're using before you recommend a nickname. Okay, well that's that. We reached the bottom of the first page. I do feel like Dhelmise had a decently strong start and then just kind of fell off, and that's about it. You know what, I didn't open the spreadsheet. But not that it had anything to offer us. Anyway, but okay then. The only other comment suggestion we did have, which was, you know, the Dutchman, since we already talked about that. Davy Jones, which was another one that was written down, and I had me Kelp McAnchor for a less serious name. That's kind of, I don't know why, that just makes me think of the boat named Bodie McBoatface. Bodie McBoatface won't fit as a nickname. You could maybe use McBoatface, I suppose, if you want to do that stupid thing. That's a real boat, by the way, in case you didn't know that. I think it was like 2013 or something like that. I don't know, there was something where the internet named a boat and they named it Bodie McBoatface. The internet's a great thing sometimes. Only sometimes. Most of the time it's a mistake. But that's that. Going over the things and recommendations. Keel Hall was one that I thought was real good. We did have a lot of pirate theming there. Jolly Roger, Davy Jones, Dade Wait. I really like that as a pun. I wouldn't personally use it, but I think that's a really good pun. And then this one got me because I forgot. I had it written down. I was like, well, why is that there? I wrote down Snorkel after Snorkel the Dolphin from Banjo-Kazooie, and I was like, well, why would I name it For Dhelmise? Oh shit, that's right, because Snorkel the Dolphin gets crushed by an anchor. And I realized just how sick and twisted I actually am. And now I kind of want there to be a team where someone does a double battle and they can like use, Palafin, I think is his name? Palafin and Dhelmise. Send them out together, and there you go, you got your Rusty Bucket Bay team. You could maybe use like Muck or Wheezing to emulate the smoke and the pollution. You could use Kling Klang for the engine room. Wow, Rotom Fan. You know, this didn't really start off as like I was being facetious, but we're building a team. We just built a team. Is it a good one? Probably the fuck not. You could use Grimmsnarl for the little goblins on the boat. That's all I could think of. Because I don't think you can emulate the boat, the life jacket, the Jinjos. There's the wall chomps, but I don't know what would work with that. And I feel like that basically summarizes all of the interactions on Rusty Bucket Bay. So, yeah, that's a fun idea there. Wow. I'm telling you, see, this is what I like about Pokemon and team building. That weird ideas are so much more exciting to me than plagiarizing everybody else's team just because it's popular. Get creative. Get inspired. You have a brain. Use it. You know what else you should use your brain for? Coming up with nickname ideas and suggestions for Dhelmise, and put them down below. Give a thumbs up to the ones you think are good. I don't have a personal recommendation. I left this one blank. I'm allowed to be lazy now because I have a channel dedicated to this shit. So if it just doesn't come to me naturally, I don't really research. Did I research before? Yeah, but literally the only thing I remember from 4 years ago was just Davy Jones, and that was it. And I mean, Jolly Roger, I feel like, is a pretty easy one to come up with. So I don't know if I did that or if that was one I read before. Snorkel was definitely me. That was definitely me.